In the great tradition of coolsmartphone.com, we are in the car filming a phone, and here is the HTC One M9. One of the key things for me here on the side when the camera focuses, you've got this sort of split level edging around here. It sort of increases the holdability, if that's a word, of the phone, and you can sort of see that around the edges here. Let's try and get it really close, and you can see, so it's almost like two halves of the phone have been welded together, but it is just one complete piece of aluminium. The power button, as you can see here, is now on the side there. The volume down, volume up. This is the sort of SIM tray, and you can see here there's a gold edging on the lower side of the edge, and then it's silver at the top, and then it goes round on this particular model to silver, a brushed silver effect on the rear. This is the 20 megapixel camera here on the rear. There's no ultra pixel camera on the back of this, it's on the front this time, and the flash there. Additional microphone here. No rear mounted speakers because they are at the front. That's the boom sound speakers that we mentioned in our earlier video. One there and one here. You've also got the front mounted ultra pixel camera, and you've got on the top here the IR blaster. There's a whole black panel there at the top. You can see the camera there's just a little bit pronounced around the edges there. It's just mainly the outer edge of the camera that's pronounced, and then we've got the micro SD behind another flap, or not a flap, it's behind a tray, and then we've got the micro USB and the 3.5mm audio port, which with the Dolby that's on board improves your listening experience. That is a really good angle there. You can see it's gold, and then it meets the silver top layer there. 5-inch screen, full HD 5-inch screen. I'll just show you that. I've only got Wi-Fi at the minute, unfortunately, so there's no connectivity. We'll just give you a quick demo of the user interface here. We've got all the usual Google and HTC goodness on here. We've got the Zoe interface, so we can get your movies that you've recorded, your videos, into Zoe interface here. You can remix them and make them into a lovely montage if you want. Got car mode, and you can just get rid of this blinky thing. More. Okay, so you can use voice commands here. You can do music, navigation, and you can speak to it. Obviously, with the voice command, shows you the weather. It's a nice, easy to use mobile app there. So you can use it in your car, even though you're not strictly supposed to. All the apps that you're keen to use. Obviously this gallery system here, that's what I've been using. I've taken some example shots with the camera, and you can see here we've got a video playing in the actual gallery itself. The photos that I've taken so far have been reasonably good. I must admit, I can't see a huge issue with the rear mounted camera. And this is running the latest software, the stock software. We haven't got any early beta on here. This is the actual software that you're going to get. I must say the HDR mode does take a long time to process. That was a bit shocking, to be honest. I'll try it now. It'll probably be fine with this. We're in the daylight at the moment, so I don't think it'll have an issue. But let's just try taking a HDR shot. In low light, it just seems to take an age to actually snap the photo. We'll just take a photo here. That's quite quick. And then we go to settings. Where is it now? It's in camera mode, I believe. HDR. Turn HDR mode on. And then we'll take the same shot. And I don't know, it can take longer than that in the low light. Let's just go somewhere with lots of low light. Processing. That just seems to take a little longer than I'd like. It's not a huge issue, but it takes a bit longer than I would actually want it to take. Nice and clear interface on here, as is usual. If you've got a HTC One already, you'll feel quite at home here. It's an octa-core processor on here, so it's nice and quick. The interface works well. I haven't seen any of the issues that have been mentioned in other reviews about heat or slowness. I haven't seen any of that at all. This is running, as I say, very latest Android 5.2, HTC Sense, and let's go through some of the apps. So we've got Mail for your email, you've got Calendar, that's synchronized with your Google account, you've got Google Maps, you've got Themes, so you can quickly hop around and change the way your phone looks. I like stuff like this, so you don't have to faff around in the settings. You can, if you've got an HTC account that is, go into this theme store and change the way your phone looks very, very easily. The icons, the colours, the sounds, and you can add a theme very, very quickly. We've got the gallery system, which you've seen, Zoe, which you've seen, or Zoe, depending on which way you say it. The camera and the music, the FM radio, which you need to plug in an audio, a set of headphones rather, to work. We've got this photo editor, so you can have a look at your gallery. So let's have a look at the shot of the tree that we've got earlier, and we can maybe add a bit of flair to it. We can draw on the image like this, do various other cool things. So there's a crayon, here's a brush, here's an eraser, so you can do quite fun things like that. Let's come back out of this. You can save that then if you wish. Let's have a look at the essentials. Filters, I'm going to add some posh filters, make it look a little bit Instagrammy. That's quite nice. Change the way your photos look, and then you can save it, you can share it if you wish. I'm just going to discard this one. You can take a shot directly from the camera as well and edit that. So, all the Google stuff's here. Google Plus, the voice search, the Hangouts, the Google Drive. You also get 100 gigs of Google Drive space if you buy a HTC One M9, which is quite nice. I think it's for a limited time though. Twitter, Facebook, all the usual stuff. You got a clock, so you got your stopwatch, you got your alarm, you got your time zones and various bits and bobs. You can set multiple alarms on that. Chrome, obviously, for browsing. You've got your contacts here in People with an array of options on where you want to store your contacts, and basically you can add birthdays, addresses, email addresses, phone numbers, obviously for their home, mobile numbers, etc, etc. There's loads. You've got the Play Store, obviously, so you can hook into that and download whatever app you want. You've got the Polaris Office, so you can still edit documents and view them on the go. File Manager, and you've got Skype as well pre-installed, so that you can make phone calls and do video calls too. Got your downloads, your weather, setup application, .view, HTC backup, and a voice recorder. Got your usual YouTube goodness. We've got Peel Smart Remote, which was pre-installed on here. The Peel Smart Remote, you don't actually need with this because it's got a HTC IR blaster in the top. But the Smart Remote basically is a box that sits in your front room, let's say, and you can remotely control that box. It's an infrared box, and it beams the IR commands to your TV from your phone. Benchmark, which I put on there, a parent dashboard, just so you can secure the phone down and make it usable for kids, so you can change the way it looks and change what they're allowed to see. So that is a quick look at the HTC One M9 and the design of it and a little bit of the interface from coolsmartphone.com.